today's channeled tarot reading is to tap into the energy of Jodi Huisentruit. So, Jodi Huisentruit was a news anchor for KIMT in Mason City, Iowa. So, Jodi disappeared in the early morning hours of June 27th, 1995. So, that morning, she actually called her coworker and told them that she had overslept and she was running late. So, the police actually believed that she was abducted on her way to work because there were signs of a struggle outside of her car, and some of her belongings were left behind, including a bent key, like a car key. So Jodi's whereabouts still to this day remain unknown. And in fact, there is a private investigator who is putting up $100,000 for a reward that is now being offered until June 27th, the anniversary of her disappearance. And basically this PI is just trying to entice people to come forward who may have information out there, because with Jodi being gone since June of 1995, someone out there must know something, right? So I decided to tap into the energy of Jodi Huisentruit so that we can maybe find out what actually happened to her back then in the early morning hours of June 27th, 1995. All right, so as usual, I will be lighting this candle in honor of the energy of Jodi Huisentruit. And as long as this candle remains lit, I will be an energy, or I will be a channel for her energy to come through. All right, so I just ask that the highest vibrations of light and love connect to my highest self and release all previous programming and unwanted energies. And I ask that I can be a clear channel for the energy of Jodi Huisentruit to come through. And as long as this candle remains lit, I will be a channel for Jodi's energy. Thank you. All right, Jodi Huisentruit. Here we go. To start, I'm going to draw 3 of the murder mystery cards once again. So I'm going to shuffle the deck 3 times, cut the deck, and draw a card. And I will repeat that process 3 times. So Jodi, tell us what really happened to you on the morning of June 27th, 1995. What happened to you, June? Jealousy, an affair, or love-related crime. And strangely, this is what I was already kind of thinking that too. Some kind of love-related crime. All right, let's get another one, Jodi. What happened to you? This crime will be solved in the distant future. And hopefully that is true. And if it is solved, it's definitely a very distant future because, again, she's already been missing for years because she went missing in 1995. All right, Jodi, let's take one more card from this deck. What happened to you June 27th? Killer is a predator who tracks a specific type of victim. So I believe that someone was watching her, tracking her, keeping an eye on her movements, and possibly knew that she was going to work that morning because of tracking her. So just a quick recap. We have jealousy, an affair, or love-related crime. This crime will be solved in the distant future, which it already is, the distant future. And the killer is a predator who tracks a specific type of victim. So maybe they were going for Jodi's looks. Maybe they were going for the fact that she is a news anchor. The possibilities really are endless. But looking into Jodi's eyes, I see that she's a very kind and loving individual. And so someone who may have known someone was tracking her, but didn't really know how to stop it in a very nice and polite way, if you know what I mean. That's kind of what I'm picking up right now. All right, Jodi. Now I'm going to shuffle the Rider-Waite deck a few times. And I'm just going to pull 3 cards for the energy of that morning, June 27th, 1995. So, Jodi, give us a little more information about that morning that you disappeared. We have this 10 of Swords reversed as the first card. Yeah. Then we have the 4 of Wands. And the Page of Cups. With these 3 cards as our first cards, I definitely see that someone... This is the main energy, the first card, and the second 2 cards are the ones that are kind of clarifying. So my first thought with the 10 of Swords being reversed, I feel like someone was feeling betrayed. Possibly the perpetrator or the predator here wanted to have a relationship or some kind of celebratory energy regarding Jodi. And then this Page of Cups reversed is like, I feel like there were some emotions for her that weren't being reciprocated. All right. And it may have just been a thing that was new in Jodi's consciousness. So Jodi may not have known about someone feeling this way about her for very long, because this is a page. It's not a knight or a king. It's a page. So I feel like someone with very immature energy wanted to have a relationship with Jodi. And then her basically not reciprocating that is what made them feel betrayed and backstabbed in some way. I just think Jodi is so nice that maybe someone took her niceness the wrong way, assuming that it was like leading to a relationship possibly. All right, Jodi, I want to get a little more clarity. I'm going to shuffle the Deviant Moon Tarot now. And similarly, I'm going to pull 3 cards to clarify what we already have here. All right, Jodi, who did this to you? What happened to you? Yeah, we have the 2 of Swords as the first one. And in this one, I feel like there's some kind of decision that was to be made. And there's also a fight taking place here between the dark and the light. See it? Next, we have the 4 of Swords. I think that with this 4 of Swords, Jodi is saying she is underground somewhere. I think also that morning she had an awareness that something bad was happening to her at the time that it was happening as well. And we have the Hermit. It is possible that someone kept her alone and in fear as well. It's also possible that 2 people are involved, but I'm not sure about that. We'll see if anything else comes out. But yeah, if you see this 4 of Swords, the woman is underground and she has roses all over. And roses are really signifying some kind of sacrifice. Okay, Jodi. Can you give us any information about the person who did this to you? Tell us about the person who did this to you. I spilled a bunch here. Let me reshuffle. All right, Jodi, tell me more about the person who did this to you. There's one. Love affair. It was someone had this dirty little secret. Someone either wanted a love affair with her or was having one. Now, if it was someone who was having an affair, it was a secret affair. Otherwise, it's someone who secretly admired her and wanted her sexually. Anything else about the person? Ooh, too many again. Oops. Let's try that one more time. All right, this is the last time trying with this deck and see if we can get any information, any more information about the person who did this to you, Jodi. Okay, so I think it's someone who definitely wanted a love affair with her, but she cut them off. She ghosted them. She blocked them from her life. All right? This person definitely felt ghosted from her, blocked, and cut off. All right, I'm going to go to the other deck after these. It looks like 3 different cards. All right. We got Divine Feminine, Searching. It says online, looking for info, records, and then receipts, proof, show me. So I think even if, because this was in 1995, I don't know how popular the internet was for online searching, but that searching card could definitely mean they were watching, they were looking at her, probably watching her on the news as the news anchor in Mason City. They were definitely seeing her. They saw her as this beautiful divine being. All right. Okay. All right, Jodi. Now I'm going to go on to the conspiracy deck, which is 3 separate piles. I have over 200 cards in this deck. All right, Jodi, so tell us more information about what happened to you. What happened to you? I think it's definitely about someone who had some type of affair with her or just a total stalker situation. We got intergalactic travel and explosive. And my first thought when these 2 cards came out together, intergalactic travel and explosive, I feel like this person had basically this relationship with her going on in their own mind, right? Because of intergalactic travel. And then explosive is taking place because if she did really ghost and cut this person off, that would have caused a huge amount of anger, especially if they've built something up within their mind that was like an imaginary relationship that wasn't really taking place. That's what I'm feeling from those cards. Can you tell us more, Jodi? We got the landfill card. I don't know if the police ever searched the landfill, but at this point it'd be pretty buried, obviously. But this could also be an indication that someone literally buried her and treated her like garbage in the end, unfortunately. If it's not that she's in the actual landfill. All right. Whoa. That was too many. Let's start that one over here. Actually, I'm going to go to the next deck of this, to the next pile of this deck. All right, Jodi, tell us more about her. We got the man-made disaster. So this was definitely someone's doing. It wasn't like she just got lost on her own. Okay, we also got election interference and government. I don't know what kind of news she reported on. It could have something to do with an election if it was an election year. I'm not sure if it was in 1995. But another message that I'm kind of getting from this is that because she didn't make her choice, this person took it upon themselves to be like over her, like a governing body over her because she didn't make the correct choice. Election interference. All right, and we have meeting. Cult. All right, so if she ever did meet with this person, the cult card is like someone who's fully brainwashed into their way of thinking. There is no going back once you've joined a cult in a lot of cases, right? And cult people also remind me of someone like Charles Manson's girls, for instance. They would literally do anything for him. So the energy of cult is just that your mind is so set on what it is that you want that you will literally do anything to get it. But again, this could also be the cult and meeting could be because more than one person is involved, like I had stated before. Where are these? We got the affluent and the justice card. And also paranormal. I find the paranormal because obviously it's like the ghost of Jodi was left behind in the form of her car, a struggle outside of her car, and the bent key. So it's almost like that was the ghost of her left behind and she has not been seen since, right? But I do feel that it's possible that we're going to receive justice at some point over what happened to Jodi. But I also feel like the ghost could just be someone slipping away from justice as well. Now, it could be because whoever is responsible for this was from a very affluent family, possibly someone within government, right? That is also a possibility. Okay, Jodi, where are you? Where are you, Jodi? Okay, we got honest politician and rebellion, and we got crimes against humanity. All right. It's possible she was dipping her toes in something she shouldn't have been, according to the bad guy, leading up to her death. or disappearance. I'm sorry. We got evil. Just fell right out. These people are evil. Someone didn't like what Jodi was onto. And possibly someone she was having a love affair with or who wanted to have a love affair with her. We got the evidence card. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. So there is some type of evidence of a couple involved here. So I don't know if it's the person who wants to be with Jodi here, but there should be some type of evidence of another person. Okay? Maybe the other person, the person who wants to be with her, is in government. I'm not sure. Or a politician of some kind. All right, and then we got evil corporation and crime of passion. This was definitely a crime of passion. Jealousy, an affair, or a love-related crime was the very first card we got for this whole reading. So there was definitely some kind of crime of passion involved in Jodi's disappearance. And with the killer being a predator who tracks a specific type of victim, I feel like that could either be her looks, the way she looked could have been the type, but it also could have been the fact that she is a news anchor. So she puts herself out in front of a camera, in front of the public, and she speaks about what's going on, right? Yeah. So we got frozen and delays. So basically, there are definitely delays in solving this case since she's been missing for years, for decades, since 1995. So we got frozen and delays because although this was a crime of passion, there's an evidence of a couple. Someone was able to kind of disappear, like that paranormal card, due to their position in life, possibly. Very possible. It's possibly also someone who was once a politician but has rebelled. Possibly. All right. Delays. So, let me go ahead and shuffle these decks together real fast and try one more time to get any last messages regarding the disappearance of Jodi Huisentruit. I'm going to put this one back, but the only card that fell on the floor while I was shuffling is royalty. And the royalty card is just all about a bloodline of affluent people, evil people who like to control others. That's what royalty is all about, controlling the masses, right? All right, Jodi. Almost done here. Okay. All right, Jodi. Any last messages that you want to give us? Yeah. Then we got Giant. this person, I think that someone involved is definitely someone who's well-known, a giant, someone who's affluent, who has the justice on his side based on, you know, political standings. Yeah, because look, we got world leader and lured with these heart lollipops all over it. And we also got big pharma. So it's possible that someone used drugs against Jodi as well at some point during her disappearance. You guys, we just got 3 mind control cards. We got mind control, mental health, and 5G. Now, I know the 5G card, you're like, how is that about mind control? Well, 5G is about control of the environment, right? But then we also got mental health and mind control. So I see that this is confirmation that in some way mind control is involved, and that was right after the big pharma. So I'm just wondering if someone was using drugs as a way to, like, you know, shut her mind down in some way. All right, any final. Well, this was a stack, but the one on the bottom was predictive programming. So I'm putting that back, but we also got polar shift. So polar shift with a clarifier of predictive programming is someone was trying to make her believe something. Someone was trying to shift her views about something as well. And it could just be about being in a love relationship or in a love affair of some kind. But someone was trying to change her mind, to make her think a full different way. Someone was trying to program her thinking to go the way that they want it to go. Okay, so we got frozen and delays because it's been so many years since this case has been unsolved. But we got the jealousy, love affair, love-related crime. We got that this predator tracks a specific type of victim. We also received the couple card, as well as love affair. And the lost card, which is like being ghosted. All right. We also got divine feminine. Someone really, really felt drawn to her in some way. I feel like they were constantly looking for information. And honestly, I just got this. I just got a whole new message. Jodi, the divine feminine we're speaking of, was searching for receipts regarding something. She was searching for receipts. All right? And after that, we get the cult and meeting card. All right, so someone was trying to put her into that thinking, into a certain, I feel like someone was trying to direct her mind into a certain thought, the way a cult would do. All right, and then we got ghost, affluent, and justice. I feel like someone is able to be invisible to the justice that they deserve in this because of their class, their social status. All right. Remember, we got intergalactic travel as well. So I wonder too if this, because earlier I was saying that it's about someone having her on their mind and then having rage, possibly from her saying no to the love advances. But after seeing everything that has come out, that can be true at the same time as maybe she knew that they were trying to get into her mind, and that made her enraged. We also got landfill and man-made disaster. So Jodi did not go missing on her own. There was someone involved, obviously, in this. I do believe because we had that the 4 of swords. and the Hermit card. I do believe that now she is buried somewhere, possibly in a landfill somewhere, but that landfill card could just represent that she was treated like garbage and that she could just be buried somewhere else, right? All right, so we got the 5G, mental health, and mind control, and we got the big pharma card. Someone is definitely trying to manipulate her way of thinking, trying to cause a polar shift in what she was focusing on, okay? And this has something to do with election interference, okay? This has something to do with someone who wanted to look like an honest politician, but really they're rebelling against it. This person has actually, I think Jodi was looking into crimes against humanity against a particular politician at the time who was a giant. I'm going to have to look into more of what was going on politically at the time of Jodi's disappearance, okay? But this was also a crime of passion, so someone also had this passion for her because we got lured and world leader. So I wonder if someone did, some kind of leader lured her into some meeting, trying to sway her thinking, trying to get her on board. But really, this person is evil. We got evil and we got evil corporation. So it's not only one evil person, it's a group of evil people. It is not one evil person. It is a group of evil people. All right? And we do have the evidence card. What did that come out with? It came out with something. Let me try to remember. Oh, yeah. I think evidence came out with world leader, possibly. Was it world leader? Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Or was it evidence with the crime of passion, maybe? Either way, there is... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Jeez, you guys. The evidence, I believe, did come out with the couple card, but I can't find that card. I don't know what I did with it. Didn't it come out with the couple card? Well, either way, there was some kind of evidence that was possibly saved from this case that might be leading to more answers now. Because luckily we did get this crime will be solved in the distant future. We don't know if it'll be, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday. Someday. I have no idea what just happened. My camera just shut off in the middle of me speaking. So I'm going to take that as a sign from Jodi that it's time to go. And it's time to send Jodi back to the energy from where she came. And I also believe that she thinks that we have enough information from this reading as well. So now it's time to close. So I'm going to be sending Jodi Huisentruit back to the energy from where she came. So Jodi, thank you so much for being here and for letting me be a channel for your energy to come through and tell your story. And now I release you to be sent back to the energy from where you came. And when I blow out this candle, I will no longer be a channel for your energy to come through. So thank you, Jodi Huisentruit, for being here. I love you. Goodbye.